As thousands more troops prepare to head to Afghanistan, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton tries to assure critics of a revised strategy that there is no definite withdrawal date.
We're not talking about an exit strategy or a drop-dead deadline. What we're talking about is an assessment that in January 2011, we can begin a transition.
And she's not the only voice coming out of the Obama administration trying to calm waters after the president announced the dispatch of 30,000 additional troops to Afghanistan. Secretary Clinton appeared on American talk shows with Secretary of Defense Robert Gates, who said that the status of forces in Afghanistan would depend on reports from the ground and the capabilities of the Afghanistan government, which he encouraged to step up.
Our military commanders are confident that they will have clear understanding by that time of whether the strategy is working or not. And if it's not, then we obviously will have to reconsider the whole approach.
President Obama said in a speech last week that troops would begin to leave Afghanistan in the middle of 2011.
I have determined that it is in our vital national interest to send an additional 30,000 U.S. troops to Afghanistan. After 18 months, our troops will begin to come home.
The announcement grabbed the attention of Republicans who disagree on setting a timetable for troops to leave.
If we leave, they have to stay in the region. So it needs to be resolved.
And Democrats are even skeptical that the strategy will work against a growing Taliban insurgency, currently proving to be overwhelming for U.S. troops.
Since he's been governing, it's been very much governing from the center. So it's not clear to me that if Senator Clinton had been elected president, we would have seen a different policy. So I think it's natural you're going to see some dissatisfaction among progressive Democrats.
Top military officials say that Afghanistan operations will be different from Iraq. General David Petraeus, who commands Middle East U.S. forces, says he expects progress in Afghanistan to differ from Iraq's surge then withdrawal strategy. Petraeus says Afghanistan will be carried out in phases, and Americans should expect spikes in violence as operations target Taliban strongholds. General Stanley McChrystal is expected to testify in Congress about Afghanistan on Tuesday. Colin Campbell, Washington.